Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I just wanted to talk about time. I know a lot of you guys reach out to me online and say that you haven't got enough time to do this, whether that be gym or the online space or whatever. You just don't have enough time. Now, realistically, boys, I'm going to start off by saying this. It's not a time issue. It's a priority issue, and I'm going to explain why. Because for me, for a long time, I always gave myself that excuse that I do not have enough time. I don't have enough time to improve my situation, to, actually get up and going with what I want to do in life. I never had enough time. And the main reason why people give themselves that excuse is because of work. Work is taking up a lot of your time right now. I know a lot of you lads that are watching this will agree. And work is literally, on average, about 8 to 10 hours a day. That's a large chunk of your life that you're dedicating for essentially another cause. So realistically, boys, I'm going to break down how I overcame this, and realistically how you can reflect on yourself and be like, actually, I have a lot of time to put in actually improve my life and getting the life that I want. Like, as soon as you tell yourself you haven't got enough time, you're giving yourself no power, and it's completely untrue. And you hear it all the time, but there is 24 hours in a day, boys. And I'll break through my routine and it'll kind of show you lads, because I know a lot of you lads right now will definitely be working 12 hours a day, and like I was in 5-4, and I'm going to explain a couple of guys that I've got kids, I've got families, and have more responsibilities than probably you right now. And they still, have found a lot of success. So for me, especially when I was first starting out in the online space, I wanted to improve my life, right? But I felt trapped. I was doing 12-hour days in 5-4. I was absolutely wiped out after work. And yeah, I understand when people say, I'm literally trapped. I feel like I can't do anything. I haven't got time to even think. Never mind learn a new skill or spend time with my missus or spend time with the kids. I get it. 100% I get it. So realistically, there's going to have to be sacrifices. Now, my schedule when I was working 5-4 was I'd get up at 3 a.m., go to the gym for an hour and a half, have me breakfast, and then start work at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. till 5 p.m. I'd be working. So I was doing this 12-hour shift. When I came back from work, it was about 5:15, and I wouldn't shower, I wouldn't eat, I wouldn't do any of that. I wouldn't even look at my phone. All I'd do is a deep work block for 2 hours till 7:15. 2 hours of productive work, learning sales, learning marketing, and actually just no one distracted us. My phone was basically off, and I just fully focused on the task at hand. And then I'd eat at 7:30. All it took, right? And I'm not even bullshitting you lads. If you fucking have seen my journey from when I first started in the online space, all on TikTok, I've documented the whole thing. All it took was 2 hours a day of deep work. 2 hours a day for 10 weeks, and I replaced my 5-4 income. That was literally it. Now the bar is set so low for you lads right now because everyone is so distracted. All you need to do is 2 hours of work a day, honest work, though, not this bullshit. I'm on my phone every 10 minutes, check in, doom scrolling. 2 hours of honest deep work every day for 10 weeks in the right vehicle with the right guidance. You can literally have the life that you want. There is no competition, boys. Don't get us wrong, I sacrifice a bit of sleep. No, 6-7 hours sleep a night, sometimes a bit less. A little bit of sacrifice for a few months to get the life that you want forever. People can't even do that, and that's why not everyone does it. People are so wound up with the doom scroll, with the phones, and there's so much stimulation out there. And I understand, because I feel like I've got ADHD from my phone. I still struggle sometimes to concentrate a day, but I know the things I need to do to actually get into the zone. You just got to eliminate the distractions to actually work. But the actual time of you working isn't even much. Because the one thing I want you boys to understand is that you can be busy but not productive. And I don't know if that makes sense to you yet, but you can be busy but not productive. A lot of guys say, yeah, just fucking smashed out a 6-hour work block. But what have you actually done? Did you just go them 6 hours and every 10 minutes you check your phone? Or, did you actually get the work at hand done? No. Right, okay, well, you're being busy and not productive. So you can just have really, I'll say intense work blocks, task batch, and it's called, where you just do everything at once for 2 hours straight. One task done on different days. For example, the way you're going to do this is with you working a job right now. I'm presuming everybody here is watching, working full time, whatnot. You have commitments outside work, gym, missus, potentially even kids. List out what you do and be honest with yourself here. What you do from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep. And what I actually done was, and I think it would help a lot of you guys out, is I was actually setting alarms every 15 minutes for the whole day, for one day, right? And I'd actually note down on my phone what I was doing in them 15 minutes. And oh boy, did I realize I fuck around a lot. You think you're doing stuff, but you're not. For example, simply taking a shit for 15 minutes on your phone. You know, sitting down on the sofa after work and just having a half an hour doom scroll. Just procrastination all the time. It's like you realize when you section your day off just for one day like that, it's pretty annoying. But for one day and every 15 minutes, you can even colour that in red and green, right? And all the red means you were not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're procrastinating. And all the green is, oh yeah, I was doing what task at hand. I swear, I literally had 95% red for that day. You don't realise like how much time you are actually wasting until you actually do that. So for you boys, just be honest with yourself. Write out your schedule right now for the day. Even if you don't have one, just what you've done in that day on the average day. And basically the times where you could be doing something else. It's all about honesty, boys, and self-reflection with this, because it is a priorities issue. It's not a time issue. Now, for example, I'll show you, Zach Anderson, he's a guy in my network. He has 2 children and he had a newborn at the peak of his learning, essentially, right? And I swear he literally done the most work out of all of us, stood us all up. And he had every single excuse under the sun not to put the work in. He somehow just did it. You know, him having newborn kids, a wife, other children. He had like animals in his garden. Like he had the whole whack, right? He had every excuse not to put time aside every day. But he managed to do it. So every time I'm moaning or I see people saying I haven't got enough time, it's just bullshit, boys. Like it is bullshit. It's just a priorities thing. Now your main priority should be you getting the life that you want. Do you know what I mean? Like realistically, even when I was at work in FIFO, on my breaks, I wouldn't just be sat there on my breaks going on TikTok, and I'd be doing my research. I landed an appointment setting role when I was, in FIFO as well. So I was even doing my DM setting while I was at work. I knew I had to sacrifice some sort of time that I was wasting anyways. It wasn't even a sacrifice. I'm literally sacrificing time that I was burning away for the life that I want. That's all I had to do. But a lot of you boys, you just won't look at yourselves like that, man. And look, I can talk about this all I want in a video, but it's up to you to actually be honest with yourself. I bet you go home, after work, go to the gym, maybe you sit in the car for 15, 20 minutes when you get back from the gym, or have a bit of doom scroll, hop on a phone call with a mate and just fucking waste some time, come back. And I bet, while you're cooking your tea, you're on TikTok, waiting for your pasta to cook, or, you got to fill in these gaps with, am I going to swap that time out for, actually getting the life that I want? Because realistically, boys, once you actually get up and go with this, you can do that shit again. You can relax. But it's just a bit of fucking time sacrifice to get to the point where you can relax. Like realistically, boys, if he's watching this and he's doing a job that he's don't like, you haven't got time to relax. You need to get out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a thing of like, oh, I'm feeling a bit burnt out, I can just relax now. No, boys, substitute that time that you're fucking around for improving your life, and then you can fuck around later. But don't give you this excuse that, I haven't got time, I'll start when this happens. It's bullshit, boys. There's never a right time. Like, the more you tell yourself that, you'll never get the life that you want. Like, never. There's never a perfect time. So I just thought I'd let you know, my experience or whatnot. And also, if you have any questions or anything like that, just reach out to us on Instagram. The way I schedule my day, I can give you some tips and pointers on that. I use Google Calendar. I think it's perfect. I literally, every single part of my day, it's regimented. Like, I know what I'm doing. And it's not like I live in misery. If anything, I regiment my day so I can just fuck around later on. I don't work all day, every day. But when I do work, I fucking work. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, a lot of you lads will be working all day, but it's like in and out. And you feel burnt out because you've spent all day doing fuck all. When you work, you fucking work. All right? Love you all, boys. Any questions, reach out to us. Catch yous.